How to create everlasting change and transformation from our healing sessions. As we continue to move forward on our healing sessions, no matter what modality that we have tried and experienced, it is always important for us to integrate it, to fully understand, what's the therapist trying to do? What was the healer trying to do? And I am someone that embraces all types of techniques and modalities because I believe that it is all beautiful art form from the Creator, a beautiful expression of our soul's gifts. And thus, every modality has its place and has served someone in some point in their lives. As someone that has gone through an intensive healing journey and becoming a full-time healer with this honor and blessing, I wanted to share with you some tips that have helped me in creating a lasting change and result. How can we shift from cycles and years of suffering to truly lasting transformation? So I wrote down some notes here because if I don't, I'll go off track. So the first point is taking the time to integrate it. Sometimes it's easy for us to just rush into the session and rush out and then go grocery shopping and just forget about it. But it's important for us to take some time to marinate and to integrate the wisdom that we have experienced. One of the easiest things is to write, to journal, to reflect. What were some things that came up for you that was very important for you to know? I used to have a healing journal when I was going through depression. I would just write down every day some thoughts or a session that I've gone through. And now looking back, I could see how far I've come and how much my mind has changed. Having that tangible evidence that you have been shifting helps your mind, right? See this tangible results, because sometimes when it comes to personal transformation, it is hard to put a finger on it, right? Because it's like an ever changing and journey that we move forward. But having some evidence with you, I think it really helps the mind to believe, have faith and trust in the process. The second tip is to realize that the goal of these sessions are all leading to the same destination. Rather, it is through meditation, through yoga, spiritual healing, or anything, is coming to this point of awakening, is helping you embody the higher consciousness, the ascended consciousness that we all have, that many ascended masters have taught us. They gave us these wisdom, but we must walk the path. So it's important for us to not depend on our therapist or healer to do everything for us, but for us to reflect and upgrade our consciousness. That is the key to everlasting change, is the consciousness itself. When your consciousness shifts, even if negativity comes up or things happen in your life, your consciousness is so strong and clear that you're able to realize it, see the bigger picture, and to come from a loving perspective. And so understanding that at the momentum, what you're really doing is upgrading your consciousness into a higher vibration and frequency. It is about embodying your higher self. Third, hold on to information ever so gently, like a silk ribbon in your hands. A lot of times in our journey, we get so excited and we get overwhelmed with information. For example, there's so many lifetimes. How am I ever going to clear all of them? There's so many starseeds archetype. How do I know which one am I? Where am I from? These questions help us expand our awareness. It helps us discover ourselves, right? It gives you that leading ribbon, tells you, where should you be heading, where to go. And I think that it's important for us to focus more on quality rather than quantity. You don't need to know every single one of your lifetime. You just need to know that one core one that gives you that information. You just need to learn how to heal yourself and awaken the spiritual master within you. Simplicity is key. The closer we get to source, the simpler things become. So I think that that's really what really helped me. And also this quote, sometimes we seek too much information and not enough transformation, right? Yeah, helping us learn all these things are great, but if you get overwhelmed, right? And so I also see some people get scared and fearful, and then they just drop their practice and say, this doesn't work. That's not where we want to be. We want to be in a state of complete alignment with our soul. And we can only do this through focusing on the transformation, the consciousness, rather than just the information. Fourth, practice. Just like the Buddha, after he achieved enlightenment, he was still meditating all the time. Even though he was enlightened, he still had challenges around him. So it's important to think that, if I'm going to heal myself, then my life is going to be super perfect, like in the angelic realm. Even the angels have to come and help us with our healing and, removing entities and stuff. If we are in alignment to the service to others' path, we're always going to be doing something. We're always going to be helping others. So it's important for us to practice, to maintain ourselves into this high vibrational state so that we can share our wisdom, share from our experiences to help others who might be a version of you 5 years ago that need the information that you know now. And to me, I believe that as long as I'm breathing, I will practice. I'm not going to focus on how much healing I need to do. If it comes up, then I'll work with it. I'm just going to breathe. I'm going to practice. And thus the easiest form to practice is through meditation. Now, there are different types of meditation, and I've talked about how not all of us meditate the same way, right? So to me, I've broken down meditation into 3 different types. There's a healing meditation, which we do for inner work and integration, such as inner child work, womb healing, shadow work. There's a regenerative type of healing meditation as well for energy, right? Qigong, breathing, breath work, for youth, for health, and also for awareness, relaxation, mindfulness. These are all healing meditations. That's one form of practice. The second form of meditation practice is connection. So for example, channeling, connecting to other realms, help us create this unity consciousness, oneness vibration, to understand that we are all one. We are all interconnected like the flower of life. The third type of meditative practice is exploration. So for example, astral traveling, remote viewing, and accessing the Akash. Together, these 3 types of meditative practice are ways for us to explore ourselves. Some of us is easier to sit down, to own, to practice. Some of you guys meditate through walking. Some of you meditate through painting. Some of you meditate through light language, sign language, right? So different meditator meditates differently. It's important to find what works for you. Also, having an experienced guide, therapist, or healer that understand your nature would really help transform the session and to help meet your needs. And the last tip for this video is to gain inspirations from the Ascended Masters. It's good to learn from the examples that have walked this path. There's a reason why these royal souls such as Buddha, Jesus, Kuan Yin, incarnated in a physical form. They showed us that even through the path of enlightenment, awakening, we don't need to be perfect. We still have people that's gonna come up and cause some, disharmony, but they have showed us how to handle these situations. They have shared with us through their own examples and experience how to manage and how to disengage from these energies. And so I think it's very important for us to connect with these Ascended Masters. For example, if you want to connect with Buddha, you can read his stories. There's a series called Buddha on Netflix right now. It gives you some more insights about Buddha's lifetime. We can learn more about Jesus through different scriptures. I used to think that Jesus was just always loving and peaceful until I began to research more and found that at one point he was angry. He was flipping tables because some priest was greedy and hoarding money for themselves. And so I'm like, wait, hold on a minute. If Jesus can get angry and stand up for the truth, then it's okay for me to have emotions too. So it's very inspiring for us to connect with these ascended masters. And connecting with these ascended masters really, really helped me along my journey. And I hope that their wisdom and love and compassion will help you too. So these are my 5 tips to help you integrate any healing session. And when in doubt, breathe. Keep it simple. And remember, just because we're healing, it doesn't mean that there's something broken or wrong about us. It is simply messages of our past that needs resolve, that needs healing and love. Aspects of ourselves that need to be seen, heard, and felt. At any moment in time, you're always lovable. You're always beautiful. Forgive those that have not loved you in the way that you wanted. For all of us have experienced trauma in one form or another. It is through this higher vibration and consciousness that we can bring forth love, light, unity, and harmony together, around us, and within us. You're doing your best in every moment, and you're beautiful in your own ways. Go out there, shine your light, work your magic. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.